Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning. So, Monday morning, the stock market has a new, fresh week ahead of it. So, what I did this weekend was I did a lot of technical analysis. I worked the charts and important price levels. What I am noticing, and I don't know if you guys are also seeing the same thing. These levels that I'm posting over on Twitter, Discord, they are being respected really, really well. Now, computer algorithms, they are also, however they set their algos to work, because computers are trading, like 80% of all the trades now are done by these computers. So, if you can do the technical analysis and you can see by going back longer time frames where there is this support, where's the resistance, just basically meaning using volume as a guide. This is important. If you have a day that is up really nicely, like we saw on Friday, the only problem with that is it was up on very light volume, which means that the buying that you saw wasn't as strong as it could be if it was on bigger volume. Now, that's not to say that what we saw on Friday is not a precursor for maybe a potential nice move this week to the upside. But what it did show is it did not have that sustainability, that conviction to break through these certain levels that we need to hold. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to be making a video. This video is it's very important for you guys to realize support and resistance and how you can take trades off of these levels. Because if you know where the levels are, where the buyers are coming in, and you want to say you have a trade plan, you want to go long a call contract or you want to buy shares long, it might be better to have the wind at your back. And when I say wind at your back, I mean if you're buying from these support areas, because you can also set stops just below if the trade doesn't go and if the overall market does not hold these levels. You're entering at a very good entry where your risk is very minimal. You always want to enter trades at these areas where you don't have, it's not like you're taking a trade in the middle of these zones where support can be a whole very far down, and then your stock because a lot of these stocks are following the overall market, obviously that's just the way that the market works, then your stop is really far down and then you don't see support for a while. So anyway, I'm gonna get into making a video and it's going to be support and resistance, where the buyers are, where the sellers are, and how you can profit at these areas. So anyway, that's it for me, and I will get right into, but before I do, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, it helps the channel grow. So if you can hit the thumbs up for me, I do appreciate it. All right, without further ado, sharing the screen. Okay, everyone, sharing the screen. Okay, support and resistance, and why are these levels very key to our overall trade plan? Whether you're trading the index itself or if you're trading equities, it is nice to come in and have the wind at your back. That's why I always look at the overall market before I get involved in a trade, either to the long side or the short side, or I'm buying calls or puts. I don't want to be buying stuff in no man's land. I want to be around our important levels. This is 2 weeks of price action on the tech stocks. NQ, that's just the futures for all the tech stocks. The NASDAQ futures. This zone right here, if you will, this bar that you see that starts out as support, which is why I draw it in green, and resistance that I draw in red. What is used as support, if it breaks it, it will always retest. Keep that in mind. You will get a retest. If it can't break through what used to be support, it is now resistance. This is very beginner-friendly type of information. Everybody that is trading should know this. What I am trying to get everybody to do is to take your trades around these areas. So if you do want to go long, let's say, right? You see this area got, let's say we're back here 2 weeks ago. You see this area got a ton of support. A lot of buying came in. You can see here. And we went up from there. When we came back down to retest 2 days later, this is where you could go long, okay? At the time, what could be looking, all the futures are down. The drop off the open to 10 a.m., everything could be looking bad. But if you have this area, which I post every day on Twitter and the Discord, up on another screen, you could know, hey, you know what? 2 days ago, we saw a lot of buying volume come in. And computers are trading a lot of these key areas. You want the wind at your back. Here's a time where I'm going to go long all my underlying equities that are all the tech stocks, because this is the NASDAQ, and I will have the wind at my back. So once this level, and this proved a great opportunity to make a lot of money, either swing trading for a couple of days into the weekend, whatever you wanted to do here, this level was very well respected. It broke the level. Once these levels get broken, they're now resistance, as you can see here. We could not break through, and we tried a bunch of times. Each one of these is an hour bar. For 3 hours, just banged our head against it and tanked. Could not do it. It could not win the tug of war. Sellers were more prevalent than buyers. So here we lose that battle. Now, coming back up to that level again. We came back up on that level on Friday, but on lower volume. As you can see here, the volume profile for Friday is much less than the volume profile for the last couple of days of sell-off. So this is going to have to prove itself. Friday was a great move, but on lower volume, which is probably why this level did not break and hold. So these levels have to break and hold for the next move. If they break and instantly go down, this is no longer, well, the sellers basically just won that battle. So going into this week, this is a very key level here for the forward slash or backslash, whatever, the forward slash NQ. You're going to want to see this level break. You want to see it break and hold. If it holds on a retest,
that's when you should be going long. Until that happens, this is no man land here. If you're taking trades just randomly here, and that's another thing, you don't always have to trade. Okay, take your trades when the wind is behind your back. So off of these key levels would definitely be helpful. So anyway, you see here, declining volume throughout the week. You had the sell-off. You had a rebound on Friday, but on lower volume. So we're just going to have to see how that holds up. And then you have this here. This is the S&P 500. I have this chart up when I'm trading. This is no man's land. Right in between these two, I don't know where we're going to end up. So if I'm taking trades right now, my odds of success that I've noticed for myself are much less than if I was taking trades where there was either buying or selling, there was support or resistance. I want to take trades off of these levels. Back here, key level of support, key level of resistance, it breaks through, and then we made all-time highs, and then you see these levels, each time it hits the level, it then becomes either support or resistance, support, it breaks through, and then it's resistance again, it breaks through and holds, and then the next level becomes resistance again. If you can trade off of these levels, you can just zone in on the intraday time frames, your 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, whatever you're looking at. See which way the market wants to go. And once again here, this is on Friday, much less volume. The volume profile, not just on the tech stocks, but on the rest of the stocks, is obviously declining throughout the week. What we would like to see is a lot of green buying volume come in. Until that happens, that's why this level was not broken and held. It broke a little bit, but there just was not enough buyers at this area. There was more sellers, and that's why we sold off here in the pre-market. That's not to say that we might, once the market opens, if we can blow through this area, it becomes the buy zone, okay? The buy zone, and it holds. The next level that I see here, that will be resistance, will be way up here. And that's, basically where I share my levels. And I do this every morning if you guys want to check it out. But the key takeaway to support and resistance areas, when something is at support and you see it being held, take your trades close to this, because your risk, if it ever broke the level, you could always cut your trade. And that's what you want. Keep your risk very tight. So your entries have to get really good. If you could keep your entries really good, you could limit your risk. You don't want to be buying in the middle of everything, because where's your stop going to be? And I like to really have the overall market behind me as I'm trading either long or if I'm going short. I like to know I'm with the winning team if support is held and the buyers are pushing me up and all the computer algorithms are now pushing everything up, or if I'm coming into resistance and it can't break, then I know that area is going to see the tug of war won by the sellers. And, you're going to see price action come down. And also, if you take trades and you're taking them off of a level of support, you might want to set your price target to that next level of key resistance, because you will see price definitely at that level have some trouble to break through. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on support and resistance and how to take trades accordingly. Hit the thumbs up for me, and I will see you back on the next video. Take care, everyone.